Hey everybody, Moarhammer here. I've got another battle report for you. It's another pretty good one. We are playing 50 pools of South Coast GT, vampire counts against my Nurgle. So, other than that, it's pretty little to say, so we'll jump straight into it right after the army breakdown. So here's a picture of deployment, and you can see there are kind of 4 blue gems in the middle of the board. We are playing the mission where basically you score a point at the end of every battle round if you have a unit within 3 inches of those and the opponent doesn't. That's the basic aim of the game, so it's claim objectives. Other than that, we're just here to beat the tar out of each other, which is great. So, on my side, I've got 5 Blight Kings and my Lord of Chaos. Then I've got 10 Warriors of Chaos, 3 Beasts of Nurgle, my Sorcerer Lord, and then 20 Plague Bearers. On his side, starting on the left, he's got 2 units of 5 Black Knights. They are both separate units. Then, moving on to the right, he's got a Tomb Banshee, then a Necromancer next to that big blob of 40 zombies, even. And then the other side, behind that small rock, are 2 Khan Raids and another Tomb Banshee. And that is the armies. So I finished deploying first, so I let him go first, because I was more keen on that double turn. So this is what he does. He comes forward. He moves his Khan Raids and Banshees on the right-hand side, kind of keeping in the terrain piece, but also close enough to claim the objective. And both his units of Black Knights run around that rock, kind of to goad me into charging or to charge me or something. Equally, he was kind of just moving his zombies forward. Not that fast. He didn't bother running them or anything. Just kind of get them forward to claim that, help claim that objective. He did cast, I believe, he cast Mystic Shield on that front unit of Black Knights. So that's fine. So he has no shooting whatsoever. Well, actually, no, that's not true. But his shooting's out of range. So we go to my turn, and this is what I do. I push motor stuff forward. I push the beasts into that forest in the middle there, so they can kind of strike out from where they want to be and have a decent save. And I push my Plague Bearers onto that objective. My Warriors relatively central. Just I think they're quite a good way of taking out the zombies because they've got quite a lot of attacks each. So the Blight Kings, I buffed these guys to hell. I put a Mystic Shield on them. I put the Command ability on them. I put Oracular Visions on them from the Sorcerer Lord, so they were kind of quite buffed up. Because I figured they were about to take charge from at least 1 unit of Black Knights, so they wanted to be as good as possible. And then I also left my Lord of Chaos kind of behind them, so he could counter-charge if they got charged. That'd be ideal. However, I have no shooting whatsoever in this army, so we go straight into his turn. No, sorry, we go straight to the initiative roll-off, which he wins, which is fine. No, it's not fine. So this is what he does. He pushes stuff forward. The 2 Khan Raids come out of that bit of terrain towards my Beasts of Nurgle in the forest to hopefully charge there. Zombies come up a little bit to try and charge. His Necromancer casts Van Hell's Dance Macabre on the unit of Black Knights that's kind of run around that rock in the middle of the board. And then his other unit of Black Knights runs up right towards my Blight Kings, as does the Banshee, ready to scream at them or something. And then likewise, so his Necromancer and the Tomb Banshee at the back both stay within 3 inches of the objective, so they can still keep hold of them. His shooting it doesn't do anything because the Banshees scream. He's aiming at sort of bravery high things, so he doesn't actually do anything. So we go straight into the charge phase, and he kind of throws me a curveball. Boom! Those buffed out Blight Kings completely ignores them. Runs the unit around the rock straight into the front of the Warriors, and then the other unit, he rolled like a really high charge, like a 11 or 12, and they came steaming through that gap between the Blight Kings and that rock, and slammed straight into the Chaos Warriors. So that was rubbish, because these current Chaos Warriors didn't have any buffs on them or anything, and they were about to take, 10 Black Knights in the face, and one of those units of Black Knights can pile in and attack twice because of Van Hell's Dance Macabre. So that wasn't great. Then over here, he managed to slam all the zombies into the beasts, as well as a single Khan Wraith. He does fluff the charge from the other Khan Wraith, which is great. But the other big unit of zombies do make it in, which I'd be a bit concerned, because these beasts... I know they're alright. I think they'd be alright taking down zombies. We'll have to find out, won't we? So he does the one of the Black Knights first. Is able to kill 2 Chaos Warriors, which is a bit rubbish. So I pile in with these guys straight away just to try and remove some attacks, seeing as both the Black Knights get to attack again, so any more that I can kill is just reducing the number of attacks back at me. And I do pretty well. I put 3 wounds exactly on both units, so I kill a Black Knight from both and put another wound overlapping there, which is perfect. So then he goes into the combat here with his zombies. He piles it all around, and he's able to put 5 wounds onto a beast, which is pretty brutal, but fortunately that's not a dead beast, so I should be able to get to attacks back with a decent amount. That's what I do. I attack back, I'm able to kill 5 zombies, which isn't bad, and I put a wound on a Khan Wraith, which is fantastic. So, big fan of that. Then he piles in with his Khan Wraith, seeing as he might as well, and is able to kill the remaining beast and put a wound on another, so he does 2 wounds through, which is a bit sad. So then he attacks back with the Black Knights, and between both units, he's able to kill another 2 Chaos Warriors, which is a bit sad. That means I lost 4 total. And that's, rubbish. So we go to the Battle Shock phase, and then, 3 of my guys, I think I've rolled quite high, 5 or 6, and 3 of my Chaos Warriors run away, which is definitely not what I wanted. And unfortunately, because of where they were placed, I had to remove the banner guys, one of them, otherwise I would have had to remove my champion, because you have to keep them in coherency. So I had to remove the banner as one of the guys that ran away, which sucked. So those Chaos Warriors are kind of now out of the game, which is rubbish. So, however, we do go into my turn now, and I do some movement. My Blight Kings, they were like, whoa! I've turned around and moved forward. My Lord of Chaos kind of moves around the top's hand side, so if I can get a long charge, he can hit the zombies. If not, he can help out against the Black Knights. So I cast Demonic Power on the Blight Kings, and I put the Lord of Chaos command ability on the Warriors, along with Oracular Visions, because I want to try and keep this unit alive so they can score stuff. Other than that, I kind of just move my Plague Bearers forward to try and charge some stuff. So, with no shooting at all, I go into the combat phase. My charge phase, My Blight Kings hit the back of the Black Knights, and my Chaos Lord hits the other unit of Black Knights. I didn't quite make the zombies, but my Plague Bearers do make the zombies, and they smash in quite nicely and get a decent wraparound. So hopefully these guys can do some really decent damage and start bringing down the zombies. So I decided to go with my Blight Kings first, seeing as that makes the most sense, and boom! Bring 3 of them down altogether. They do really well. So these Black Knights should be bringing it back, and hopefully these Chaos Warriors can now survive. However, he then attacks with his zombies, I believe, and he doesn't do too badly at all. I think he puts another wound onto a beast, but kills 5 Plague Bearers, so that's pretty good going. Oh, sorry, he does 4 wounds to a beast. That's what those 4 gems are there. So he does 4 wounds to a beast and kills 5 Plague Bearers. That's really nice, which has me a bit worried now. Then, however, my Lord of Chaos attacks, and holy crap! Himself, he managed to kill all 4 remaining Black Knights. One of them had a wound, so I did a total of 7 wounds. I hit and wounded with all of my Plague Reaper, or his halberd attacks are, and then his sword killed the last one, which is great. So managed to get rid of that unit of Black Knights entirely. There's only a single one in the other unit left. That's perfect. It's just what we want. So then he piles in with his Khan Wraith and attacks, and is able to kill another 5. Oh, they're nasty when they roll well, let me tell you. Got 3 hits, 3 wounds, and I failed one of my disgusting resilience. So, brutal things. So that's now halved my number of Plague Bearers, so that's really not good. However, then I do pile in with my Chaos Warriors against the final remaining Black Knight, and I am able to kill it. So that gets rid of all the Black Knights, which is fantastic. None of them returning from their banners or whatever have you they might have, which is perfect. So I'm really happy to have them out of the way. So, he's actually out of stuff to attack with now, so I attack with my beasts, and they're able to kill 3 zombies, which is just not even worth talking about. And then my Plague Bearers attack and actually really fluff their rolls, and they're only able to kill another 1, I believe. So then we go to the Battle Shock phase, and obviously I've lost 10 Plague Bearers, so I can fail with my Plague Bearers. I roll a 3, which is okay. I lose 3 Plague Bearers. It is what it is. Then we go to the hero phase, and so for the banner that the zombies have, he brings another 4 zombies back. So, not great. He's bringing them back rates of knots. So, we go to the initiative roller, and he is able to win it again. So we're keeping a fairly static game here. And he kind of moves around like this. His tomb bounties kind of move around a little bit. The one on the top right kind of is still within 3 inches of the objective, so we can capture it, but still having to scream at stuff. And the second Khan Wraith also moves around the back of the forest, just so we can get some charges in against stuff. And the other Tomb Banshee kind of moves into that terrain piece, so it can scream at stuff, but still have a 3 up, ignoring Ren save. And why wouldn't you do that? Because that's amazing. So, in the shooting phase, which he does have now, his Banshee screams at one of my warriors and kills one, which is sad. But with nothing else that happens, we go straight into the charge phase, and in piles the other Khan Wraith, straight into the back of the Plague Bearers, hoping to do a bit of damage. So he does attack first with his zombies, which, as you might expect. He also, I think he cast Van Hal's Dance Macabre on them, so they're going to pile and attack twice. So I need to kill these guys ASAP. But he piles them with them first, kills 3 more Plague Bearers, putting them down to hardly any left, and a Beast of Nurgle as well. The remaining beast. So that's running out of numbers there. Fortunately, I'm actually in range to pile him with my Lord of Chaos, which is exactly what I do. And he has an ability where, once per game, he can exchange all 3 of his halberd attacks for a single attack, which instead of having 2 damage, has 2d6 damage. So that's what I do at this point. Bit risky. So 1 attack, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s with the re-rolling 1s. 2 rend, 2d6 damage. Do that, I hit, I wound, he has no save to speak of, and boom! I roll an 8 or a 9 for my damage. I roll really high, so this guy managed to smash through 8 or 9 zombies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 zombies, it looks like. Oh, maybe 10. A lot of zombies. Really bringing their number down, which is perfect. That's exactly what I needed. So good job, Chaos Lord. So then he piles in and attacks with the zombies again, because why wouldn't you? Piles in some around the Lord of Chaos to try and help get some wounds off him, and the rest just around everywhere. Attacks, doesn't do anything to the Lord of Chaos, which is perfect. Does nothing to the Plague Bearers, but does put a wound onto the Beast. However, that's pretty good going. Now that I've reduced the numbers so much, that second round wasn't too bad, which is great. So then I attack with my Beast. I'm able to punch a single zombie right in his head. And then a Khan Wraith attacks back, killing 2 more Plague Bearers, down to my last 2 or 3. Last 3, I think. And then the other Khan Wraith attacks and kills another Plague Bearer. So I'm down to 2 Plague Bearers now. So we go to the Battle Shock phase, and he does roll enough to lose 2 zombies. They run off here, which is lovely. Unfortunately, I lost enough of my Plague Bearers this turn to fluff my Battle Shock roll, and I roll exactly what I need to lose the 2 remaining Plague Bearers. So they're done now, they're gone, and they did rubbish this game. It's got beaten up by... They're supposed to be better zombies, but they were rubbish. So I guess it's up to my mortal beasties here to do some damage. So we go straight to my turn. I move stuff around like this. I cast Demonic Power and my Lord of Chaos command ability on the Chaos Warriors, so they can hopefully defend off anything that comes after them. I move those 2 remaining warriors over to the objective to try and help score that. My Blight Kings I move up, and I was going to get these guys into the zombies, hopefully, and these guys should be really good at dealing with zombies. I was really hoping they could put me back in this game. And then the Lord of Chaos gets Oracular Visions on him to help re-roll those saves. But other than that, there's nothing to speak of. He is beating me in points at this point in the game, so just because he stopped me from scoring the that objective at the end of the last turn because he had some stuff within 3 inches. So I was behind at the point in this game. So we go to the charge phase, so I have no shooting to speak of, and I slam my Blight Kings right into the zombies, and I was really looking forward to this roll. So I pick up my dice, I attack with here first, pick up my dice, and... Oh! Oh, it felt so good. I killed like 17, 18 zombies with like 15 attacks. It was glorious. So, yeah, that was absolutely outstanding. They murder all but 2 or 3 of the zombies, bringing their number right down. And I was pretty sure... I think they weren't going to run away from Battle Shock. He had he'd put Inspiring Presence on them, but still, they were nearly dead, and I still had my Beast to attack with. But he piles in with his Khan Wraith like this against my Blight Kings, but isn't able to do a single thing. Then my Beast attacks and punches a single zombie in the head. Then his other Khan Wraith comes in and attacks, and is able to put 2 wounds onto a Blight King, which is pretty good going. But I'll take that. That's all my stuff to pile in with, so he piles in with these zombies and is able to put another single wound onto the beast, which is... I'm okay with that. So we go to the initiative roll-off, and he wins it again, so we're, again, staying quite even. And he says to me at this point, so I've only got 47 pools. And I was like, why have you got 47? It's 50 pools. And he said, yeah, because I've got 20 pools of zombies in my summoning pool. Throws 2 dice, rolls like a 9, nothing I could do, and boom. It puts 20 zombies down into the field. Just after all that work, getting through those zombies, puts another 20 of them down. And that's sad. So he moves. So this is the rest of his movements. He pushes that Banshee on the left-hand side around to try and take care of those warriors, and he moves the other Banshee into that forest to try and scream at himself over here. He does roll like a 6 for his banner on his zombies in the forest, so he gets another 6 zombies back, which is sad, but hey-ho. But that's just about everything that happens. So, in the shooting phase, his Banshee once again screams at the warriors and is able to kill a single one, leaving only 1 left, who he then probably charges straight in against. This is the one he does first, because this is the one he's most concerned about getting killed back, and does manage to kill him, which is rubbish. So he's actually scoring that objective now, which is not great for me, because I'm now quite behind in points. But anyway, so I pile with my Blight Kings over here. I'm able to do pretty well, but not perfect. I put 3 wounds exactly onto both Khan Wraiths, killing neither, but nearly killing both. So they're both going to get to attack me this turn, which is a bit rubbish, but I'll take it. So he piles in his all his zombies against the beast, but isn't able to do anything. So I attack straight back with the beast and I'm able to kill another single zombie, which is wonderful. And then his Khan Wraith attack, I'm able to kill that Blight King, putting a wound on another. But that is what it is, I'm okay with that. So, with that combat being over, we go into my turn. And the first thing I do is cast Arcane Bolt at one of the Khan Wraiths just to plink him off and get him, which is fantastic. Get the cast, he can't dispel it. It's D3, he's only got 1 wound left. So plink him off, which is perfect. And then the Blight Kings have that rule where for every unit within 3 inches you roll a dice. On a 6 they take D3 mortal wounds. I roll a 6 for the zombies and they take D3 mortal wounds, which is lovely. It frees up that beast, and this is exactly what I do. This is my movement phase, and the beast charges out of that combat away from the zombies, right for that Necromancer. Need to kill that guy now. Need to start scoring some more objective points. So my Lord of Chaos, who is now free, moves off towards the Spirit Host, the Tomb Banshee, ready to hopefully going to charge that. It's a bit of a distance to charge, but fingers crossed. And I know that the beasts can retreat and run and still charge, so he's covered some decent ground now. Going to slam to that Necromancer, hopefully this turn. So we're going to the charge phase. The Lord charges in here, like I said. The sorcerer throws caution to the wind and slams into the zombies here to try and take some of them down. And I do manage to get my beast in over here, so he charges all the way out, angrily towards the necromancer. Quite a nice image, isn't it? So I do this combat first with the Blight Kings, and I'm able to smash the Banshee, the Khan Wraith, right in his face, which is great. So he goes over here with his necromancer, but is not able to do anything. So I attack his Banshee over here with my Lord of Chaos, and I am able to kill him pretty easily, which is fantastic. So I'm now scoring that objective again, which is exactly what I need to do. Then he attacks over here with the zombies, piles in around my Sorcerer Lord, but isn't able to do a single thing. So I attack over here with my beast, and aren't quite able to kill him. Put 3 wounds on, but not quite enough to kill him, which is rubbish. So, that being the last combat we have, we go into the initiative roll-off once again, and he wins it. There's a lot of that going on, isn't there? But hey-ho, that happens. So, he comes across with his zombies against the beast. He does put he casts Arcane Bolt at the beast and blinks a single wound off, which is, that's I can live with that. His Banshee moves back to start scoring that other objective. At this point in time, I was a single point behind. Behind in the game, so I needed to kind of really. No, I think I was 2 points behind in the game actually. So I needed to bring them up in the last turn or two. So he brings his zombies across, and they charge straight into the beast like this. I was a bit concerned because the necromancer not only has he got a good chance of killing my beast with these zombies, but the necromancer can pawn wounds off to them, so I've got a chance of not even being able to kill the necromancer, which would be rubbish. So he attacks with the zombies, rolls absolutely rubbish, and is only able to put a single wound onto the beast, which is perfect. Then I attack with my beast straight away before he attacks again with anything else, and I'm able to put 2 wounds onto the necromancer, but both of which he pawns off to the zombies, which is rubbish. Nearly had him as well, 2 4-ups away. So then he attacks the zombies over here. Isn't able to do anything, so I pile on my Blight Kings and delete them completely, as you might expect, which is lovely. So then he attacks with his necromancer, and is able to put 4 wounds onto the beast. Maybe it was the other way around. Maybe it's the necromancer before the zombies attacking now. I can't remember. Either way, the beast now has 5 wounds on him, which is rubbish. So we go into my turn again, and I have the last part of my plan. To win, I need to score at the end of this battle round. So it's the last turn. I need to score. I'm holding my 2. Then there's the 2 on his side. I need to stop him from scoring that one with the beast, and I need to take that one with the Banshee. If I can do both of those things, if I can actually score one myself, I win the game. If I can contest them both, it's a draw. But if he kills the beast and I contest the other one, then he's going to win. So it's very tight at this point. So I charge pretty much forward. I want to get my Blight Kings into that Tomb Banshee, but everything else is staying put. My Blight Kings go straight into the Tomb Banshee, and I was hoping to, and this is the combat I do first, I was hoping to just kill it. I knew the beast, if he was going to survive, he was going to survive. There's very little I could do about that, whether or not I attack first or not. So I attacked my Blight Kings first, and so if you don't know what Blight Kings do, when they attack, if you roll a 6 to hit, this is my hit roll, if you roll a 6 to hit, you get D6 hits instead of just 1. So I roll 8 sixes. I get something like 34 hits. It was outrageous. Needless to say, I annihilate that Tomb Banshee, which is pretty wonderful. So that means I'm scoring that objective. So we go into this combat over here. He attacks with his zombies first and is not able to kill the beast. He rolls absolute pants. He's hitting and wounding on 5s now. So he's pretty poor hitting and wounding, but he rolls really badly as well. So, and I think he got 1 wound and I made my save. So I attack with the beast and I'm able to punch the necromancer right in his stupid face. He collapses like a bag of poo, which means there's nobody left to attack, and that is the end of the game right there. I just, by the skin of my teeth, and that heroic beast, pull out the win. I score the objective on the right hand side. We contest the one on the left, which means that I score the 3 to his none in that final turn, pushing me from 2 points down to 1 point up. So which is so close. I snatched a victory from the jaws of defeat right at the end there. Fantastic game. Really, really enjoyed this game. For a very good reason. Again, I like smaller games, playing Age of Sigmar sometimes. It's good to play, especially an army that's just kind of, well, a bit ramshackle on the vampire camp's part. So, that's the end of the game. Another victory for the Legions of Nurgle. Very good game. I look forward to a rematch with this person. And thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to leave any comments or subscribe to my channel, please do. Like the video or follow me on Twitter at MoreWarGames. So thanks very much for watching and stay tuned for more battle reports.